Here's a basic rundown of White Mage. These are the damage buttons. Keep your dot up, use target of target, weave your tank shield since the cooldown lineup. Use a size of cooldown. Multiple targets, spam holy. You don't need to heal if they're stunned. Use a size of cooldown. Use misery and damage buff windows where possible. This is your Lily gauge. You get a free GCD heal every 20 seconds. Don't let the gauge cap out. Every 3, use Misery, it's the free healing and damage neutral on single target and damage gain and multi, so keep cycling lilies even if you don't really need to heal. If no one's at risk of death in the next 3 seconds, keep DPSing. Here are your healing buttons. Single target heals, use Solace and Tetragrammaton first, they're free. Use a size of cooldown. Divine Benison is a cure 1 size shield, use it off cooldown. Give your tank a regen if they need one, use cure 2 if you have no other options, and don't let me catch you using cure 1 after level 30. Is someone extremely low? Use Benediction, it's your singular panic button but it's a 3-minute off DCD, so if you know the fight, use it or lose it. All party taking damage? Place Asylum, increases everyone's healing by 10% and regions. Use Planetary Indulgence as an AoE heal buff. Use Rapture, it's free, keep cycling those lilies. Use a size of cooldown. Heal big stacks damage with Cure 3. Use Medica 2 to give everyone a regen if you don't need the bars full immediately, and use Medica 1 if everyone already has Medica 2 and you cannot wait. Liturgy of the Bell is your Endwalker button. It has 5 charges and autocast Medica whenever you take damage. Any charges that aren't used do a half Medica at the end, or whenever you recast, so it's best for multi-hit stacks or big dots, but it's free, so you should use it in fights. You're not expecting those anyway. Be your own judge. Here's your other utility spells. Swiftcast makes your next GCD instant. Use it when you need a double weave window or need to raise, which resurrects a party member and takes a long time and costs a lot of mana. Essener dispels the status effects with a white line over it. Lucid Dreaming is your mana recovery spell. Use it when you go below around 8,000 mana or so. Presence of Mind reduces your GCD by 20%. Use it off cooldown to spam spells, ideally in damage buff windows. Shortcast stops you being knocked around by most things. Figure it out. Rescue pull the party member to you, troll with it, and the school teachers will give you detention. Dinner makes your next cast free, use it for expensive spells like Raise or Cure 3. Temperance gives you a healing buff and the whole party slight damage reduction. Aquaveil is a single target mitigation, give it to the tank regularly or whoever is about to eat shit. Here are your priorities for stats. Make sure you have enough piety to see you through the content you are doing, otherwise get as much crits as possible. As always, eye level is king. Here are your rotations while leveling. It's rough until the end of Heaven's Ward as you have next to no free spells or OGCDs in general. Stormblood rolls around and now you get to give your tank a shield. White Mage finally gets its defining features in Shadowbringers, and Endwalker gives you some extra tools to remind you how much more the development team loves Astrologian.